And what is up, my fellow patriots? How y'all doing out there in America, land of the free, home of the brave? It's me, the Wicked Wizard, back with another video here for you. Today I want to talk about the dumbing down of our country. The reason that people are so, I don't want to say stupid, lots of them are, but uninformed, or so we say, full of bullshit that they've been fed every day, 24/7, by newspapers, radio, the TV, everything that they tell you. That's why so many people think they hate Trump. They know nothing about him because they're fed state-run media propaganda, right? And I'm going to prove a point here, so stick with me for a moment. But what are government-operated news outlets? Well, their state-run media refers to media outlets that are owned, operated, or significantly influenced by the government. These outlets can be used to push government propaganda and are distinguished from public service media, which serve the public interest, operate independently of government control, and are financed through a combination of public funding, licensing fees, and sometimes advertising. However, that's not true. Not in this country, and certainly not in most other countries. Let's take a look at some of the countries that have state-run media. Let's see, these nice type of countries. Oh, look at that, North Korea. Good old the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Imagine that, Democrat. The people's, no. They are scumbag communist. I feel bad for their people. I'm sure the people are great, but Kim Jong-un and his ilk and all their communist scumbag need to go. Who else is on here? Russia, of course. You know for sure Russia's going to have the propaganda state-run media. Who else is on here? Oh, look, Iran. Yeah, Iran, of course. They're not going to tell you the truth. Vietnam. Yeah, they're still commie. Who else? Venezuela. Right? Venezuela. Anyway, you get the point. And you notice, though, that the United States is not on here? Why is that? It certainly should be, because NPR is state-run communist propaganda being pushed out upon the public. Because NPR editor quits after telling truth about liberal bias in the media. It's time to defund them. Every single person that works there voted for Joe Biden. There is not one Trump supporter, not one conservative. There's only one point of view at this place, and it is anti-America view. Let's check it out.
After a while, we started.
This is the guy
covering Trump in a way that like a lot of legacy news organizations, that we were trying to damage his presidency, to even find anything we could to harm him. And I think what we latched on to was Russia collusion.
Yuri Berliner.
Yeah, you see that? That's Yuri Berliner. He came out with an op-ed, and he let people know that NPR is shit. He's been there 25 years. And they're completely 100% biased towards the extreme left, towards the alphabet people, towards child sexual mutilation. I pushed that. Every bad policy that is destroying our country and the entire world, NPR pushes that, and they're funded by us, our tax-paying dollars. It has to stop. This here is the new CEO of NPR. This is at a TED Talk. Here she's going to explain how the truth is no longer good and shouldn't be reported on. I swear to God, she tells you to ignore the truth. Watch. Check it out.
We are prone to disagreement, say politics and religion. Well, as it turns out, not only does Wikipedia's model work there, it actually works really well. Because in our normal lives, these contentious conversations tend to erupt over disagreement about what the truth actually is.
Really? She goes, so now she's talking about disagreements over what the truth actually is. Well, she doesn't care about the truth. And then she's praising Wikipedia, which is also a left-wing piece of shit rag. Most of the information you find on Wikipedia is not good. They don't allow any Trump supporter editors on there. It's all bullshit from the left wing. Go look up anything on Wikipedia. Some things that are not really are just historical things that happen might have some facts in there. You might find some things in there, but don't ever trust everything that you see on Wikipedia. Anyway, let's continue.
But the people who write these articles, they're not focused on the truth. They're focused on something else, which is the best of what we can know right now. And after 7 years of working with these brilliant folks, I've come to believe that they are onto something, that perhaps for our most tricky disagreements, seeking the truth and seeking to convince others of the truth might not be the right place to start.
You heard that, right? She's talking about, seeking the truth and trying to report the truth and convince people of what the truth is not the way to go. And why is this? Because your ideas suck. You want to mutilate children. You're in a death cult. You want your children to cut their reproductive organs off. You want to not get married. You don't want you want abortion up to and even after birth. They want to destroy the planet. They want to destroy human beings. I don't know why for sure, but my best feeling is these are just evil, unhappy people. And because they're unhappy, they don't like seeing people who are happy. That's why the left hates the right. Because Trump supporters are usually happy and lefties are usually not. Let's continue.
In fact, a reverence for the truth might be a distraction that's getting in the way of finding common ground and getting things done.
You hear that? The truth is in the way of getting things done. Yeah, because it's not a good idea to cut your dick off, but that's not what she wants. She wants little boys to cut their dicks off or little girls to cut their tits off. But you can't tell them the truth that, hey, there's no old trans people. Most of these people, a lot of them commit suicide. 67% rate, I believe, in the trans community. How many old people do you know that are trans besides Caitlyn Jenner, but they went trans when they were already old, right? But how many people, even in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, trans people? No, they don't exist because it's a bullshit. It's a new idea, and it's never been done before. So we have no idea if trans people will ever make it to old age. But anyway, you heard that, right? The truth is not good. And anyway, here goes the guy.
Let's watch.
So for those who are sitting there saying, I knew it.
Brought it around.
NPR, those laconic lefties, with that slow delivery and just feeding us all of this. Are you saying that's the truth, or are you saying it's something that has evolved? What do you want people to feel about NPR and what you feel about the media in general?
I think it's evolved. I've been at NPR a long time, 25 years. You could say I'm a lifer. And it's a place I've always loved working. But when I started, there was a liberal orientation, but I think we were more guided by curiosity, open-mindedness. You talked about policy. We were kind of nerdy and really like to dig into things and understand the complexity of things. That I think that's evolved over the years into a much narrower kind of niche thinking, a group think that's really clustered around a very selective progressive views that they don't allow enough air, enough spaciousness to consider all kinds of perspectives.
And suspended.
And so you seen that, you heard that, right? State-run media, it's all bullshit. That's and this is a national public radio funded by taxpayer dollars. But look at all the news networks; they're all the same. MSDNC, right? They're losing their minds, man. They're out there and trying to gaslight you. There's no crime. Crime is down. The economy's great. What are you talking about? America's safer than ever. The borders are secure. There's no illegal immigrant issues. They're not killing American citizens. They're not giving free shelter and money and everything. There's no new wars, and but we need to fight wars. I mean, everything they say is gaslighting, nonsense, bullshit. This is why the average American that doesn't do any of their own research and just listens to NPR and watches CNN, MSNBC, or ABC, CBS, all of them, they're all the same. Even Fox. They're mostly full of shit most of the time. There's a couple good shows on there, but yeah, you need to do your own research. You need to question everything. Listen to CNN, listen to Fox, listen to somebody else, get the story, get the details, and go online and look it up for yourself. Watch independent media like me. You can find your own truth in the truth, or you can pull the truth out of all the nonsense and noise of what the actual truth is. And we need to do that as a country. Otherwise, we're just not going to be a country anymore, at least not a free one. If they manage to steal 2024, we're done. It's over. So question everything. I was always that way my entire life. I think that's the difference between the left and the right. The left doesn't like to question anything. They like to be told how to think. They like to be told what to do. And they go with it. It makes their lives much easier, and they live in a bubble, and that's all they hear. Whereas me, anybody ever told me anything, I always had questions. Excuse me. Question in the back over here. Why is this a good idea? Like the Ukraine war. Why is it a good idea to send money to Ukraine in a war that we can never, ever win? I told you that from day one. You got a huge country in Russia with 50 times the population of Ukraine. They can never win a war of attrition. All that money's being thrown away. And Ukraine is the most corrupt country in Europe. It's full of actual Nazis. Even that Jon Stewart dude supported pinned a medal on a Nazi, right? It's all bullshit. Everything they tell you is a lie. Ukraine's not winning. They can never win. Putin's not the evil Hitler that they try to say. He's going to take over the whole planet. No, he's not trying to do any of that. It's all bullshit. It's all gaslighting. And if you fall for it, shame on you. Shame on you. Kiss your freedoms goodbye. Kiss your country goodbye. Because you know what? Even if you're on that side of communism and the communist shit that they're doing to our country right now, if they do win and get their way and there's never another election, guess who they're going to come after first? You dumbasses on the radical left. That's right. They will come for you first. Yeah, you're all going to suffer. You never learn. You don't read books. You don't look into history. It's all right there, 100 years of communism, over 100 million dead. And then they always say, well, that wasn't real communism. We know how to do it better. Bullshit. Communism sucks. And to sign off, yeah, eat shit, commies. And please do your own research. Until the next time, peace.